What's up guys, Max Scoville here for Destructoid, and I'm coming to you not from E3, because E3 is over. We're in my backyard, which is probably the opposite of E3. However, while I was down in LA at E3, I got to check out Batman Arkham Knight, which is of course the final portion of Rocksteady's epic Batman Arkham trilogy. So back at GDC, I got to see a hands-off demo of Arkham Knight, and I was not impressed with it. It was an extremely choppy, low frame rate demo, and really all they were showing off was the fact that, you know, Batman can drive a car. And I was like, ooh, that's cool, it looks nice, but as far as it being like, what are they gonna do to top Arkham City, I was not really sure what to expect. However, I got a chance to really actually get hands-on with it and play like a proper chunk of the game, and I'm cool. I'm good. This game is okay. I'm looking forward to it. Where should I start? So first things first, the Batmobile. They hyped this as being like the best car you could get in a game, and honestly, I don't think they were making that up. It controls not at all like a car. Basically, you've got regular driving mode, which is you know, just a good, powerful, fast kind of off-roady feel to it. You can crash through stuff and do a super jump type of thing. And then holding down one of the triggers, you switch to battle mode, which basically lets you move around comparably, I would say, to one of the cars in the Transformers games. Like when they're in vehicle mode, they can strafe and they can boost sideways and stuff, which is not really how cars work. But for the Batmobile, it basically works. It feels like it's on casters, but it feels really smooth. It controls great. The Batmobile has one really crucial gimmick, which is its grappling hook / winch, which is kind of makes it feel like a bigger version of Batman almost. Basically, there's certain things, you know, scattered around the world, big doors, shit you need to move towards yourself, things that need ripping out of wherever they are, and they can be grappled onto. And then the Batmobile can basically just go into full-on reverse and rip these things apart. And this is helpful. There are puzzles that you have to do. For instance, at one point in the demo, I had to move a broken elevator shaft with the help of the Batmobile. So Batman can go into like remote control mode and have the Batmobile grapple on to the top of the pulley and then back up, pulling the elevator up, and he gets on, and then you know, he's like, if I let go completely, I'll probably go plummeting down. So you go back to the Batmobile and you back it up slowly. Of course, you know, for people who aren't into the puzzle stuff, Batmobile also acts as a tank, and you can do certain kind of battle mode sequences, which are pretty much like tank versions of the combat in Batman. Like you enter a certain area and there's just a bunch of criminal tanks around and you have to take them out, much like you have to beat up goons. So I don't know. As far as the vehicle goes, I didn't get to do much of the open world stuff. This is more of like a kind of cordoned off area, but it feels good. And they hyped it up as being like the baddest ass vehicle you can get in a game, and I don't think they were making that up. Now, as for what Batman can do, one new trick is environmental takedowns, which are done by pressing square and X together. I was playing on a PlayStation, obviously, and you know, certain parts of fighting areas, if Batman's within range of a certain object, it can be used as a takedown prop. He will grab a goon and just slam him into whatever that prop is, whether it's like a you know, a vending machine or a window or I don't know, a thing that breaks when you throw somebody at it, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot like the mechanic in Sleeping Dogs, except the camera work is much more dramatic, which is a lot of fun. I noticed that kind of overall with Arkham Knight. Basically, just the sense of kind of speed and movement is much more heightened than in the previous Arkham games, which quite a lot of fun to do. Another new mechanic is the fear takedown, which we were kind of shown at the last demo, but this is the first time I actually get to do it for myself, and it's quite a lot of fun. The best way I can describe it is it's like a breach mechanism. So if you are coming into an area and the bad guys don't know you're there, you have the opportunity to basically go into sort of bullet time and move from one enemy to the next, and you have to target them individually. You can do up to 3 guys at once, and it's badass. It works. You know, you can hop out of a vent and just beat the shit out of some people. Where I think the game is going to get really interesting is when Batman and the Batmobile really have to kind of work closely together. There are Batmobile-assisted takedowns, so you know, if you're, I guess driving and you shoot yourself out and you can then glide kick into people. It was kind of unclear exactly how that'll work when you're kind of out in the wild doing your own thing, but I had a good time with it when I was there. Finally, the new villain for the game is the Arkham Knight, who is a completely new character made up just for this game. And I was kind of wary of him. I wasn't really too excited. He's got a cool design, sure, but I wasn't really sure what he was going to be doing. He's still kind of mysterious. His character is actually really amusing because he's just this like really aggro bro. Like he's he's like, "Yeah, I got you, Batman. You're gonna regret messing with me now. I got you locked up real good. You guys, if he moves, shoot him," which is kind of like oddly just not as theatrical as we're kind of used to with supervillains, which I thought kind of added an interesting spin on it, though I don't know if it was entirely intentional. Either way, I'm down. Unfortunately, I didn't get to check out the full open world. I was just checking out this one kind of rescue mission at the Ace Chemicals plant where I had to go and find different employees who'd been hogtied to various objects by the bad guys and then beat up various guys along the way. So I'm curious to see how this works when you're out in the wild and you can really just go wherever the hell you want. But mechanically, it is new enough to feel fun compared to the previous Arkham games, and the car is a cool thing. Chicks dig the car. I'm into it. And yeah, I mean, compared to the demo I saw back at GDC, it is, I don't know if it's come a long way or if they just are showing a much better side of it, but I am suddenly looking forward to this game, and I wasn't previously. So yeah, that's Arkham Knight. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will be happy to reply to those. For the rest of our E3 coverage that is not shot in my backyard, check out the rest of the videos on our channel. I'm Max Scoville. Take it easy.
Fed up with the hassle of selling your games online? Well, stop doing it that way then! Introducing Glide, the easiest way to transform those smelly old games you don't want anymore into hot, sexy piles of cash. After creating a free account, just click Sell on the Glide website, find your item, describe its condition, and name your price. That's all it takes to list it. No description writing or picture taking necessary. Yeah. Once your item sells, Glide will send you a shipping kit with everything you need to get your old game to its new owner. Everything's pre-addressed, prepaid, insured, and tracked the whole way, so all you have to do is put it in the mail. Once your buyer receives the shipment, payment will be deposited into your Glide account. Use the cash to shop on Glide, have it transferred to your bank account, get a check mailed to you, or even be paid in Bitcoin. Even if you're not looking to sell, Glide's got a great selection of pre-owned games, phones, tablets, and iPods for stupidly reasonable prices. Sign up today, head to detoid.tv/glide. It's a great service, and every sign up helps support Destructoid.